Hello guys, so this class is for me to explain the models of for necessity and suggestion. So basically I have something here. So necessity is something that you need, like a necessity. It's basically something that you need or something that you have to do, or an obligation. Like this is something you cannot say no, like you don't have a choice, you don't have the option of saying no. So if I say, for example, you must have a passport and a visa to travel to the United States. So of course, if you live in Dominican Republic, you must, it's a necessity, it's an obligation for you to have a passport and a visa to travel to the United States, because if you don't have the passport or if you don't have the visa, they are not going to let you in. It's an obligation. You must have the passport and the visa. Most is like the strongest one of the models of necessity. Like when you say must, this is the strongest obligation. If I tell you you must clean your room, is because you don't have the option, for example, of not cleaning your room. You must clean the room. Then we have need to. For example, you need to be 21 years old to buy alcohol in the United States. So again, need to is a necessity, is an obligation. You need to be 21 years old to buy alcohol in the United States, because they have this rule that you can only buy alcohol when you are 21 years old or older. So it's illegal if you buy alcohol, or if someone sells you alcohol, if you are under the age of 21. That's illegal. So you need to be 21 years old to buy alcohol in the United States. Then if I say have to, again, this is something that you need to do, is an obligation. We have to buy cat food, probably because the cats don't have food. So of course we have to buy cat food. Also, remember that if it's she, he, or it, we're gonna say has to. So she has to buy cat food, she has to have a passport and visa to travel, and so on. Then we have another one, is have got to. This is a very informal one. Actually, a lot of people use have got to, and it's the same. For example, we have got to buy cat food, we have got to be 20, you have got to be 21 years old to buy alcohol in the United States. So they are all basically the same, they are expressing the same idea. It's just that one is strongest than the other. For example, must is the strongest one, and so on. Then we have, for example, don't have to. So when you don't have to do something, it's because it's not an obligation, it's not a necessity that you do it. So if I tell you, you don't have to get a visa to travel to Cuba or Dominican Republic if you are North American, because they don't need a visa to travel to the Dominican Republic, they just need their passport. So you don't have to get a visa to travel to the Dominican Republic if you are from the United States or North American, Canadian, whatever. So yes, this basically expresses necessity. The one that we use the most is have to. We have to, you have to, she has to. That's the most common one. And then have got to is also another common one. Again, must is the strongest one, but you can change it in a sentence. For example, in this same sentence where it says you must have a passport and a visa to travel to the United States, I can also say you have to have a passport and a visa to travel to the United States, but I can also say you need to have a passport and a visa to travel to the United States. Basically, that's what we have in here for necessity. You must have health insurance. So you must have health insurance because you don't know when you're going to get sick. It's a necessity. It's an obligation. You must have health insurance. You need to be 21 or over to buy alcohol. You have to get a passport to travel to the United States, for example. You don't have to get vaccinations if you don't want, if you already had them. So these are necessities. Then we have suggestion. So when I give you a suggestion, it's something that you are not obligated to. I am just giving you the idea because maybe I think it's going to be good for you, or maybe I think that's how we have to do it. So for example, I can tell you, you should cook dinner today. So I'm not telling you that it's an obligation that you cook dinner today, but maybe it's my idea. I think it's a good idea. I'm giving you the suggestion that maybe you should cook dinner today. Maybe because I don't want to cook. Then we have another one. We have you shouldn't leave your fan on. So for example, if we are going out and I see that you are leaving your fan or your lights on, and I tell you, hey, you shouldn't leave your fan on. Of course you can do whatever you want, but I'm giving you an idea, a suggestion on what I think could be good. Then we have this other one. We have eat better or eat better. For example, we have this. So you can say I better, eat better, shit better, and so on. So in here we have, I think, for example, I think it's a little cold outside. You'd better get a coat. I'm just giving you the suggestion that you maybe should get a coat, that you'd better get a coat. But again, you can do whatever you want. It's not an obligation. I'm just giving you the idea. Then we have this other one. We have ought to. She ought to bring dinner. Again, it's not an obligation. It's not a necessity. Like, she has the option of not bringing dinner, but I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good plan that she brings dinner. So I can say she ought to bring dinner. Just a suggestion. Okay, so now I would like you to complete this exercise. It's the exercise for modals. It's an exercise for modals for necessity and suggestion. So again, some modals for necessity are stronger than others. The weak ones are for advice, which is an opinion, a suggestion, should, ought to, stronger, like had better. In here I have it. So for example, this is the suggestion scale. So in here we have the strongest one and then to the weakest one. So the strongest one will be must, then it's followed by have to, have got to, then we have had better, which is this. This is like a warning. In here I tell you, you'd better, like, this is, again, this is something that you can do. You still can do it. You have the option of doing it, but of not doing it, I'm sorry. But in here, if I say you'd better, I am giving you like a warning. When I say you'd better, when I say had better, I am giving you a warning. You still have the option not to do it, but I'm giving you a warning. And then we have the weakest one, which is ought to, followed by should. Now, knowing that, remember that had better is a warning. So knowing that, I will let you to complete this exercise. It's on page 136, exercise 2. Page 136, exercise 2. Please complete the exercise, pause the video so you can complete this exercise, and then let's correct. So please pause the video now. Okay, so in here we have the answers. If you would like me to send you the answers or the exercise on Telegram, please let me know. But here are the answers. Please correct them, and this is pretty much it. I hope you understood this grammar. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. See you guys later on Friday. Bye-bye.